Bartolomeu de Gusmão Airport was an airport built to handle the operations with the rigid airships Graf Zeppelin and Hindenburg. The airport was named after Bartolomeu Lourenço de Gusmão, a Portuguese priest born in Brazil who did research about transportation with balloons. In 1942 it became an Air Force base of the Brazilian Air Force and therefore with exclusive military use. The following year its name was changed to Santa Cruz Air Force Base. It is located in the neighborhood of Santa Cruz in the western region of Rio de Janeiro. History. Between 1931 and 1937, Deutsche Lufthansa had regular flights between Germany and Brazil, which were operated by Luftschiff-Bor Zeppelin using its rigid airships Graf Zeppelin and Hindenburg. Rio de Janeiro was the final stop where passengers could connect with aircraft services to southern Brazil, Uruguay, Argentina, Chile and Bolivia operated by Sindicato Condor, the Brazilian subsidiary of Deutsche Lufthansa. During its 5 years of regular scheduled summer season intercontinental commercial airship service between Germany and South America, the hangar was used only 9 times, 4 by the LZ-127 Graf Zeppelin and 5 by the LZ-129 Hindenburg. Designed and assembled with parts brought from Germany, the construction was subsidized by the Brazilian government. The airport was inaugurated on December 26, 1936 by President Getulio Vargas with the presence of the German ambassador Schmidt-Elskop. Before this day the rigid airships were docked at Campo dos Afonsos. The new airport consisted of an airfield, a hangar, a customs house and office building, a radio operations building, 5 bedrooms for workers, crew lodgings, a work and storage house, a hydrogen factory, a plant to mix hydrogen with butane and a branch line connecting the complex to the main railway line to downtown Rio de Janeiro, 54 kilometers away. The whole complex was built by the Luftschiff-Bor Zeppelin and are partially still in use by the Brazilian Air Force, which occupies the site. The hangar is an original surviving example of a structure built to accommodate rigid airships and the only Zeppelin airship hangar of all those built which remains a hangar. Because of its historical importance, it was listed as a National Heritage Site on March 14, 1999. As a consequence to the Hindenburg disaster on May 6, 1937 at Lakehurst Air Naval Station in New Jersey, USA, the Luftschiff-Bor Zeppelin requested to the Brazilian government on June 17, 1937 the suspension of services. Since then, no more civil operations were handled at this facility. On February 12, 1942, 6 months before Brazil declared war against the Axis, the airport was taken over by the Brazilian Air Force Ministry and became a base of the Brazilian Air Force. The name of the facility was changed to Santa Cruz Air Force Base on January 16, 1943. The new Air Force Base became and remains one of the most important bases of the Brazilian Air Force. Access. The airport is located 54 kilometers from Rio de Janeiro downtown.